Hi and welcome. I'm Denis and this is English grammar point lesson about the present simple tense. The present simple tense is the most common and basic tense in English grammar. In this lesson, we are going to talk about main usage of the present simple tense. There are 5 main situations in which we should use the present simple tense. Well, let's take a look at the list. We should use the present simple tense when we talk about general facts about the world, our habits and routines, permanent situations, the situations which are not going to change. When we talk about states and we use stative verbs, and when we talk about near future, mostly in spoken English. So let's take a closer look at these situations. First of all, we should use the present simple tense when we talk about general facts about the world. For example, birds fly. Pigs don't fly. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Plants need water. Moscow is the capital of Russia. 2 plus 2 equals 4. These are types of situations which are never going to change, usually. So, let's move on. We should use the present simple tense when we talk about our habits and routines. The things that we do every day, every week, every month, every year, and so on. For example, I drink coffee every morning. Stan goes to gym every week. Natalie goes to school every day. Please pay attention. When the subject of the sentence is I, you, we, they, or a plural noun, we should use the infinitive of the verb, the base form of the verb without to. For example, I drink coffee every morning. We cook dinner together very often. They go to school every day. In case when the subject of the sentence is he, she, it, or any singular noun, we should use the base form of the verb plus s or es at the end of the verb. For example, he always eats cookies for breakfast. She usually washes her clothes each Friday. He worries about money very often. My dog walks in the nearest park every morning. Please notice that in case when at the end of the verb we have a consonant plus y, for example, fly, try, worry, study, we should add ies instead of y in the present simple tense when the subject is he, she, it, or any singular nouns. Well, let's move on to the third case of using the present simple tense in English sentences. Permanent situations. These are situations which are not going to change in future, usually. For example, he lives in Russia. This is not a temporary situation. this is situation that is not going to change in the future. Let's take a look at a few more examples. I work as an engineer, and it's not going to change. I shouldn't say I am working as an engineer, because in this case, it makes the situation temporary. Let's move on. Our company produces toilet paper, and this is general fact about our company. This is not going to change in the future. Our company produces toilet paper. Daniela speaks English very well. This is a general fact about Daniela's skills. Dennis does not speak English very well. It's a general fact about Dennis' personality. And hopefully, in the future, this situation about Dennis going to change. But now, this is a simple general fact about his skills. Please notice that in the negative sentences with the present simple tense, we should use the helping or auxiliary verb do. For example, I do not watch TV very often, or I don't watch TV very often. She doesn't have a sister. He doesn't eat raw vegetables. They don't like each other. Please pay attention that the S ending move from the main verb in the sentence to the auxiliary verb in the sentence. For the questions in the present simple tense, we also should use the auxiliary verb do, and we should switch the auxiliary verb do and the subject of the sentence. For example, do you like pizza? And the possible answer, yes, I do. Pizza is my favorite food. Does she goes to the gym? And the possible answer, yes, she does. She goes to the gym every week. Does he work as a teacher? No, he does not. He works as an engineer. Does this kitten drink milk? Yes, it does. It likes milk. Please pay attention to the special case of the verb to be. The verb to be has two important differences from the other verbs in present simple tense. First, the verb to be has three forms depending on subject in the sentences. I am, you, we, they are, it, he, she is. For example, I'm Dennis. I'm an engineer. I'm a non-native speaker. Usually we can short I am to I'm, you are or we are or they are to you're, we're, there, he is, she is, and it is to his, she's, and its. For example, I'm Dennis. I'm an engineer. I'm a non-native English speaker. You are a very good person. You are my subscriber. Hopefully, we are the community of Danish English Journal. They are very intelligent people. He's a boxer. She's an actress. It's very cold outside. The second feature of the verb to be in the present simple tense is that the verb to be is a very strong verb. It does not need any auxiliary verb. So, in the negative sentences in the present simple tense, in which the verb to be is a main verb of the sentence, we should just add not after the verb to be. For example, I'm not a woman, obviously. She's not a native English speaker. He's not a doctor. We are not dinosaurs. We are people. They're not very intelligent. And so on. For making questions with the main verb to be in the present simple tense, we should set our main verb, one of the form of the verb to be, at the start of the sentence. For example, am I a teacher? No, I am an engineer. Is she a doctor? No, she is a teacher. Are you my subscriber? I hope so. Are they kind and intelligent? No, they are very rude. Well, let's move on to the fourth type of situations in which we should use the present simple tense. We should use the present simple tense when we talk about states or conditions and when we use so-called stative verbs. What's the difference between active verbs and stative verbs? Well, the difference is the active verbs shows real physical activities. For example, I drink tea. I climb the mountain. I wipe my floor every morning. It's not true, actually. We use the stative verbs when we talk about our conditions or, for example, our likes or dislikes, such as like, hate, prefer, love, and our senses: feel, see, hear, taste, smell. Verbs of possession of relations are also state verbs. For example, have, own, possess, belong, and others. So there are many stative verbs, and we don't use normally the stative verbs in continuous or progressive form. So we don't normally say I'm wanting something. For example, I'm wanting ice cream or I'm wanting some coffee. That's not correct. Even though, let's say, I want coffee right now, I use the present simple tense. I want coffee. I want ice cream. I want both ice cream and coffee. Another example. I have a younger sister. That's true. Siberia belongs to Russia. These flowers smell good. This hamburger tastes awful. Well, sometimes we can use the stative verbs in continuous form, but usually in informal situation. For example, McDonald's use "I'm loving it" as a slogan. So for now, just remember as a general rule that the stative verbs normally use in the present simple tense. Some examples of negative sentences and questions using stative verbs. Do you want some coffee? No, thanks. I don't want coffee now. Does she have a brother? No, she doesn't have a brother. Do they hear you? No, they don't hear me. Does your dog like this ball? No, it doesn't like this ball. So the final situation when we can use the present simple tense is the situation when we talk about the near future. Yes, it can be a little confusing, but it's possible to do that, and the native English speakers often do that. We can use the present simple tense, especially in spoken English, when we talk about situations that will happen soon. For example, Lisa arrives at 6 o'clock. I have a job interview tomorrow. My work starts soon. My new neighbors move in tomorrow. So, in this lesson, we learned 5 uses of a present simple tense. First, general facts about the world. Birds fly, pigs don't fly. Do pigs fly? No, pigs don't fly. Second, regular habits and routines. I drink coffee every morning. Do I drink tea every morning? No, I drink coffee every morning. Third, permanent situations. Daniel lives in Arizona. Does Daniel live in Russia? No, Daniel lives in Arizona. 4. Stative verbs. Maria likes Daniel. Does Maria like Dennis? No, Maria likes Daniel. And 5. Informal using for the near future. Lisa arrives at 6 p.m. Does Lisa arrive at 5 p.m.? No, Lisa arrives at 6 p.m. I hope this grammar point lesson was useful for you. If so, please subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and I'll see you in the next English speaking video. Bye!